Hey there, Simple Working fam. Today is our stretch. You have worked hard all week, all right? And it's time to stretch and reset those muscles to get ready for a nice, relaxing weekend and then get back to it for next week. I hope you're loving this workout program and you don't need any equipment for today except maybe a yoga mat, okay? I'll be using that while I'm on the floor. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to begin here in this butterfly style. All right, with my legs crossed, sitting up nice and tall. I'm just going to do some neck rotations here. We're just going to go side to side. Good. You can always give a little nudge if you like. We'll go one more each side. Good. And then we're going to go take it into the center, go into a nice little chin to the chest. Nice neck flexion here. Good, and we'll take that chin to the ceiling, just extending it up. Awesome, and we'll go down, and you can always give just a little nudge, relaxing those shoulders down the back, and take it up. And we'll go one more time, taking it down, again, relaxing those shoulders. And moving it up. Awesome job. We'll take it into a full circle. Think about that chin is the one that's leading this circle. 2 and 1, and we reverse it, going in the opposite direction for 3. Good, 2 and 1. Perfect job. All right, we're gonna go into a nice little spinal roll here. All right, you're just gonna curve through my spine. And then I'm gonna come up one vertebrae at a time, opening up nice and tall. Good, pulling my ankles in towards my body. And again, I'm gonna round through, sitting into my hips. And pull up one vertebrae at a time, that chin being last. The last one, round, 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 round down, slaps those shoulders forward, and big exhale, pull up. Nice little stretch coming up out of the hips. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. I'm going to take my hands, just collapse it forward, reaching my fingertips nice and long out in front of me. Good. We're going to take this over to the right side for as far as we can, getting a nice stretch. This is really opening up those hips as you get that side stretch in your body. Going to the other side, over to the left. Hold it here. Good. 3, 2, and 1. We come up. I'm going to go right into a nice little pigeon stretch. Okay. And so I'm just going to bring my right foot forward. All right. Sitting it into my hips down, opening up those hips nice and long. Reaching my back leg long. Spine is long towards the ceiling. Good. And I'm just going to come chest coming down towards the floor here. Big inhale, exhale, and I lift, pressing those palms into that. Good. I'm going to sit back onto my butt. Before I go to the other side, I'm going to do a little switchblade knees here. And that's just going side to side. Great little stretch and mobility movement here. Again, getting those hips nice and loose. A lot of movement comes from our hips, everything that we do. And so it's important for our hip health, hip mobility. Good. And let's take it over to the other side, going into pigeon. Left foot is bent forward, right is going behind me. And again, I'm just extending, lifting my spine upwards. And I'm going to collapse it forward. Good. Big inhale, big exhale, lift. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Right here, I'm going to go right into a nice little plank. Okay. And I'm going to drop those hips forward, come into cobra. Good. Staying tall in the spine, making sure my neck doesn't hide into my shoulders. Drop to those knees, sit back nice and wide, going into child's pose. Big inhale, big exhale, flowing it forward, lifting those knees, taking it back to cobra. Good. I drop it down, back into child's pose. Good. And one last time, pulling it into cobra. Good. And let's go back to that child's pose. Again, making sure the knees are nice and wide, sitting those hips down. You just sitting your butt down in between your hips, reaching those hands nice and long. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We come onto all fours. Nice little spinal rotation. I'm going to take my right hand, thread it underneath, and then pull to the ceiling. Make sure that my nose follows my hand. And underneath, threading the needle, thread open. Good. One more time. Thread that needle and unthread open. Good. Let's go to that other side. Left hand now threads and open. Good. This is nice for that stretch right across that back, that upper back. And let's go one more. Thread, unthread. Perfect. Okay. We are going to go ahead and come into an inverted V. All right. So I'm just lifting, curling my toes under, dropping those heels down. Good. Lift my heels up, stretch them down to the floor. And then I'm going to go one at a time, pedal, pedal, pedal for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, come onto your stomach. All right. I'm going to take left hand under chin or forehead, right hand grabs that right ankle, and I'm going to connect my pelvis to the floor, getting a nice hamstring stretch, or quad stretch, I'm sorry. Perfect, and let's go to the other side. Right hand under chin or forehead, left grabs onto that left ankle, and connect the pelvis to the floor, getting a nice stretch. Right down that front of that thigh into that quadricep. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Both hands under the chin or forehead, bringing both feet up, side to side windshield wiper. Think about ankles going down to the floor. Release of that low back. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. All right, right here, we're just going to go ahead, pull it back up, come into plank. Lift up into that inverted V. Walk those hands or walk those feet towards those hands. Stay into this forward fold. Good. Pull it up one vertebrae at a time. Awesome job. All right. We are going to go into a nice little mountain pose. Okay, we're standing nice and tall. I'm going to flare my elbows out and I'm just thinking about a string. Our spine is reaching all the way through the crown of my head and I'm extending out those toes. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extend this up right to the ceiling. Go into a nice little hyperextension. Good. Just kind of do an upward salute. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right. Just gonna go ahead, open up, come into warrior 2. Reaching, think about you're lengthening through that back leg, really stretching out those arms, okay, reaching through those fingertips. Let's take it into reverse warrior, taking the hand back, forward hand up. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to bring this forward hand right to my forward knee, and I'm going to reach over. You got it. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. I'm going to go ahead, straighten out that front leg, bring my hand down to the floor. Good. Kind of in this triangle pose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Top hand goes ahead and comes to the floor, keeping the legs just as they are. Getting a nice stretch down the front leg, that right leg. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk those hands over to the center. Again, big inhale. Exhale, roll up through that spine, one vertebrae at a time. Take it all the way up, going into that upward salutation. Nice hyperextension. Good. And let's go ahead, open up to warrior. Good. And we'll drop it down into reverse warrior. That right hand goes back, left hand up towards the ceiling. You've got it. Good. We're going to take that front hand over to that front knee. Our back hand goes up and over. Awesome. Good. We straighten that front knee out. Take that hand, slide it all the way down to the floor. Good. And that top hand comes on down to the floor. Again, we get a nice stretch down that left leg, down the back of it. 4, 3, 2, and walk it towards the center. Make sure the feet are flowing forward. We're going to walk those hands all the way back through the legs. Hold it there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, let's go ahead, round it up through that spine. All right, we're going to come down to the floor. I'm going to lay on my back, go into a nice little spinal elongation. Okay. Just think about that upward salute on the floor here. We're going to keep our shoulders on the ground. And I'm just reaching through my fingertips nice and long from the shoulders all the way to the fingertips, reaching from the hips all the way to those toes. Good. Keeping my ribs down, making sure they're not flaring up too much. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right here, we're just going to circle those ankles, circle those wrists around. Good. And take in the opposite direction. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. I'm going to bring my knees up. Right ankle is over the left knee. Good. And I'm going to take this side to side. Okay. And use that foot that's on top of that knee just to kind of push things down, give you a little extra stretch, especially on that hip flexor when you go to the right. And we end on this side. Hold it here. Try and keep that opposite shoulder down, or in this case, the same side shoulder. 3, 2, 1. We come towards the center. Thread through the legs. Pull it into the chest. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We switch to the other side. And let's drop side to side. And we'll stop on that left side. Hold it there for a beat. Good. Really try to keep everything connected to the floor, especially that shoulder. Good. 3, 2, and coming into the center. Here we go. We thread through the legs. Pull it in. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. I hope you feel as rejuvenated as I do. All right, that's your 15-minute stretch. And repeat after me. You got this. All right, absolutely, you do. Until next time.